Hey, what's up everyone? This is Zach and I am here with a movie review for you guys. Now for this review, I'll be reviewing the movie The Prosecutor, which stars Donnie Yen. Now I believe this film came out in 2024, so not that long ago. But for whatever reason, I didn't get a chance to see this one until recently. And this is a film that I, of course, have been wanting to check out since it does star Donnie Yen, and I am a Donnie Yen fan. I do like his work. I'd say some of my favorite films of his would be Ip Man, Killzone, Flashpoint, and Raging Fire. Those are probably some of my favorite Donnie Yen flicks, but The Prosecutor. I wanted to give you all my thoughts on this film since, of course, I am a Donnie Yen fan. So what do I think of The Prosecutor overall? My opinion on this movie, I guess you could say I'm more in the middle with this movie. But I would say I more so lean towards liking it than disliking it. I think it's a decent movie overall. It does have its issues for sure, and some of the issues that I do have with this movie seem to be issues that other people have with this movie, and that is some of these scenes kind of do drag on. Some of these scenes are kind of boring, mainly the dialogue scenes and some of the stuff in the courthouse, of course. But of course, the stuff with the courthouse, there's scenes where you get action scenes and then you get scenes that are in the courthouse. So, in a way, this movie is pretty much a courthouse drama mixed within an action film. That's basically what this is. So, if that sounds interesting to you, you might want to check this one out. Now, as for the cast, I didn't mind the cast. Of course, Donnie Yen, he did good in this. I dug his performance in this movie, and of course, Donnie Yen always does good. And Kent Cheng, I think his name is, he's in this movie. He's in a lot of these movies. He's in a lot of Hong Kong action flicks, and yeah, he is a good actor, and I do like the majority of the stuff that I have seen him in. So overall, didn't mind the cast. The action scenes in this film I thought were solid. I like the action scene in the parking garage and even the ending when Donnie Yen is on the subway train. I think there's some really good choreographed fight scenes in that part of the movie in particular. Very solid stuff. And I like the way that the film is shot and everything, and the directing, all very well done. But again, going back to my complaints, there's some scenes where it kind of does drag, it kind of drags the movie down a bit. And again, some of those dialogue scenes, it just kind of felt like a chore to sit through. But I didn't mind the movie, though. I didn't mind it. And I at least thought that this was better than another one of Donnie Yen's more recent films, Sakura, I think it's called. That movie I thought was okay, but I think as time has went on, I've realized, yeah, that movie hasn't really held up all that well. It's one of those films that I feel should be a one and done after watching it. It's a film that you only really need to see once. There's just no replay value with that movie. So I definitely think The Prosecutor is a better film overall. But with that said, I wouldn't say that this is one of Donnie Yen's best films. And, it is interesting because as I was watching this film, I felt like this movie could have worked as a Raging Fire sequel. I think that would have been cool if that's the direction that they would have took, if this was a Raging Fire sequel. And for those who don't know, I do really like the movie Raging Fire. I think it's one of Donnie Yen's best films, and probably his best movie of this decade, of the 2020s decade so far. So I think that would have been cool if this would have been a sequel to that. I think that could have worked, but I think The Prosecutor, for what it is a decent movie. It's decent. It's not bad. I wouldn't call it great or amazing or anything, but I think it's decent. So if I were to give this movie a rating or a score, I'm thinking either a 6.5 or a light 7 out of 10. So let me know what you think of The Prosecutor, which stars Donnie Yen. If you've seen this one, feel free to let me know what you think of it. So on that note, thank you all for watching, take care, and have a good one.